Deep in the hidden lakes of Wales, villagers once whispered of a monster so cunning, so silent, it could drag a man beneath the water without a sound. They called it the Afanc. Some said it was part crocodile, part beaver, a creature of both strength and malice. Its claws were like daggers, its tail like a weapon. Farmers avoided the lakes after dusk. Tales tell of fishermen who never returned, the water rippling as if it was alive. But the Afanc's cruelty did not end with those who stayed too close. When it grew restless, it thrashed so violently that the waters of the lake would burst their banks. Homes and fields were swallowed whole, families driven from the land by sudden floods. To the people, the Afanc was not only a beast, it was nature's fury itself. In one tale, the Afanc's rage brought about a deluge so vast that the world itself was nearly drowned. Only two survivors, Doivan and Doivach, escaped the rising waters in a great ship, carrying life forward after all else was swept away. In that story, the Afanc is remembered not just as a monster of a single lake, but as the hand that unleashed a flood to reshape the earth. I imagine the Afanc, a predator forged for the dark waters with scales that gleam like wet stone and eyes that burn with ancient malice, a creature that could lurk unseen beneath calm reflections or rise in fury to drown a valley in a single night. No one agreed on what the Afanc truly looked like. Some said it was a giant beaver, the teeth that could split a tree in two. Others claimed it was a dragon, scaled and clawed, and some swore it was a demon fish, a nightmare from the deep. But all agreed on one thing: the Afanc was deadly. It dragged the unwary beneath the waves, and when angered, it thrashed the waters so violently the lakes would overflow, drowning fields and homes in sudden floods. No spear could pierce its hide, no sword could cut its flesh. The people of the valley despaired. They needed more than strength, they needed cunning. They turned to Hugh Garden, a mighty leader known for his wisdom, and his two colossal oxen, beasts so strong they could drag stones across mountains. Hugh Garden told them the Afanc cannot be defeated by force, it must be tricked. So a plan was made, and at its heart stood a brave young maiden. She went to the lake where the monster lived. When the Afanc rose from the depths, she did not scream, she did not flee. Instead she sat calmly, and the beast, bewitched by her beauty, laid its monstrous head upon her lap. As if it drifted into slumber, she quietly fastened iron chains around its body. Then, with a signal, Hugh Garden's oxen strained against the chains, and the battle began. The Afanc woke with a roar that shook the mountains. It thrashed and thrived, the lake bursting its banks, but the oxen dug their hooves deep into the earth. Step by step, inch by inch, they dragged the monster from its watery home. And the moment the Afanc touched dry land, its strength began to fade. Some say the people slew it then and there with the axe and blade. Others say it was hauled far into the mountains, cast into a hidden lake, never to return. But one truth remained: the valley was free, the waters grew calm, and the people lived without fear once more. Yet even now, in the lonely lakes of Wales, on still nights where no wind blows, ripples spread across the water, and they say the Afanc stirs again. The Afanc is more than a lake monster, it is fear itself given form, the whisper that the stillest waters may hide the deadliest secrets, a killer or flood bringer, a shadow of Welsh myth, perhaps not as forgotten as we like to believe.